Hello and welcome to the Pantsless Podcast, Episode 2. I'm Callum.
I'm Nick.
I'm Matt.
I'm Neneko.
And we actually came up with a name for it, which was mainly because none of us were wearing pants at the time, and we decided upon that.
Yep,
I had
pretty
something
much.
to do with that.
Yeah, no, it's basically just Nick, Omi, and I wearing no pants, which I don't think is appropriate for all audiences. First things first, on the movie news, I saw Avengers yesterday. It was awesome and great and fantastic, but a little weird because most of the movie was focusing on like a love story between Black Widow and the Hulk, which I think isn't good. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Does sound very weird. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
I kind of got that from the trailers because they even put it in the trailers like that, where she's like staring at him and just like, "I'm gonna smash you," and she's like, "But I love you."
Yeah,
And shit.
it's just a little strange that they're focusing on something very very like weird. Like I understand like they're trying to create like similarities between the characters to try and get them to connect on like an emotional level, but they're just not. It's not working at all. I mean, Scarlett Johansson's
Nah.
fine.
Wow.
Okay.
So just dibs, right?
I'm not kidding. I'll cut a fool.
So yes,
So
Yeah,
there's a
yes,
thumbs
the
up.
international ruling of dibs.
Yeah, I bagged first.
Actually, her husband did that. Sorry.
She's not married anymore, isn't she?
No, she is.
To who?
Some director dude.
Oh, okay. Because I remember her and Ryan Reynolds were together for a while, and
I
then
know.
who cares? They're both dreamy.
Deadpool. Yeah.
Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, I'm so excited. 2016 Deadpool movie.
Yes.
This is gonna happen.
Yes.
Although-
I'm very excited.
I didn't like Ryan Reynolds' like portrayal of it in Origins.
I think that was just because it was a shitty script.
No, well, the script for like Deadpool when he was a mercenary was great, but then after the transformation, it was kind of rubbish.
Well, he didn't say anything, did he? He just looked funny.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of Deadpool. He's supposed to say stuff.
Yeah. See, my perfect Deadpool movie would be obviously someone doing the stunts, but then you have Nolan North just doing the voice. It'd be great.
My perfect movie would be Nolan North playing every character in the movie.
He probably could.
Yeah. No, it
I
has
mean,
to have
he's the man of a million voices.
Nolan North and
Yeah.
Troy Baker, neither of them wearing shirts.
Oh my god.
Okay then.
I'm sorry, I'm getting too personal.
They can do the
Yes,
shirtless
you are.
podcast for all we care.
Yeah, they can do the
Yeah.
shirtless podcast. We're the pantsless podcast.
Damn straight. Unzipped
Yeah.
pants.
Wait,
Yeah.
they already went unzipped?
This got deep and emotional, and
And sexual
what she
really quick.
said.
I feel like we should
See,
go some mental health.
You just figured this out?
Probably. See, I could set
Yes, I only just figured it out.
Wow.
I can set
I knew
everybody
you were
off
saying
with
the moment I
one,
met
with
you.
one sentence.
Okay, so the first thing in gaming news that I want to talk about is both Matt and Nick have like done this. Jason's finally been released for Mortal Kombat X, which is a game
Finally.
we talked about Mortal Kombat X in the last podcast. I can't remember what we talked about. It was mostly just
Story mode, from what I was watching it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was more. I think it was a bit of story mode, bit of
I
like,
think
yeah.
we were complaining about the fact that the DLC was overpriced and stupid. But
That's
yeah,
right.
Jason came out. I don't particularly think he's worth the price that they're asking for him because the combat pack is like $50, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so far it's been one skin pack and one character.
Actually, two skin packs.
What was the second
Two.
skin pack?
The samurai packs. I think technically that's part of that too.
I
I
thought
don't
that
think it
was
was.
free because I
No, I
downloaded
thought that was
before.
free.
I downloaded that before I bought the combat
I
pack.
thought it was for free for us because we bought the combat pack. So I'm
I
pretty
think it
sure that was
just a
part
free
of it.
skin. Oh, might have
Because
been.
I bought it before. I got it for free before I got the combat pack.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah,
Okay. I was gonna look it up, but since you bought it beforehand, that's fine.
yeah.
I'll go with that.
Unless I'm lying, I was probably mostly unconscious.
I thought you got the combat pack with the game because you bought it digitally.
Maybe I did. I forget.
Do you want me to look this up? I'm gonna look it up.
Okay,
Continue
look it
talking while I look this up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've played with him a little bit. Matt's probably played with him more out of all of us, but
Yes.
he seems like a good character. Like his moveset's kind of good. Some of the button combinations though, they've gone back to the really complicated ones, like having to go down, back, forward, and then press the context button.
Yeah.
It's all
Yep.
they're getting more complex combos, which I think is a good thing. But you can't. That means you can't really launch it off in succession.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Also, there was an update for Mortal Kombat as well, just before Jason was released, and it might have been just me, but it seems that doing a length of 4 combos, like left, down, right, square, it seems like they're a lot harder to pull off now.
I feel like you have to be like perfect timing in between the button presses. You can't have any. There's not supposed to be any extra space in between when you press the button prompts or the combo's broken.
Yeah. That I don't like that at all. Like doing that, it's the difference between, oh, I'm gonna kill you now, and oh shit, you're gonna kill me now.
Well, that's what I didn't like about Mortal Kombat X when it released. I used to play Mortal Kombat like way back when professionally, and they started changing the way the combat system works too much, and I kind of wasn't a fan of it at all. It
Right.
became too, I hate saying casual, but it became too user friendly. Like everyone could pull off a fatality, everyone could pull off a combo like really, really easily. Everyone could get you on a stun lock and just keep dealing damage without giving you the ability to get back up.
Yep.
Right.
And stun locks have been brought back to a really harsh degree.
Yeah.
If someone gets you in like a combo loop, they can just deal massive damage without giving you the ability to just do anything.
Yep. Like Omi when he traps you on the corners.
Yeah, or
Yep.
just anyone using Raiden or Scorpion.
Oh my god,
Okay.
yes.
I got some information on the DLCs. If anyone wants to hear them,
What have you got?
we good.
Go for it.
All right. Yes, the Samurai Pack wasn't part of the Combat Pack. What is part of the Combat Pack is the Masked Murderer Pack, which is Jason, and also the Horror Skins Pack.
Mhm.
Then we have the Classic Pack 1, which I believe will either be Tanya or Tremor, plus another skins pack. Then we have the Hunter's Prey Pack, which is the Predator and some more skins. And then another Classic Pack, which will either be Tanya or Tremor, whichever one came out last, will be the last DLC with skins. So you get one character and about three, 4 skins per pack. So
I really don't think that's worth $50 though.
no, but I got it for free with my statue edition, so I'm not
Yeah.
complaining.
Butthole.
Yeah. Same.
I don't complain.
Ed
Get a
Boon,
nice
that's,
statue
that's
level.
the main think tank behind Mortal Kombat, isn't him? Ed
Yep.
Boon? Yeah.
Yep.
I think he released something saying like Rain might come to Mortal Kombat X, which is weird because he's not included in any of the DLCs. So obviously they're gonna have more characters after the combat pack.
Yeah. He's actually in the story mode. If
Yeah, I know
plays-
I know he's in the
third
story
time.
mode, but I'm just
I saw
curious,
that and I'm like, why
character-
didn't they put him in? I want to fight as him, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wasn't there a couple of characters in the story mode that you couldn't actually play as?
Yeah.
Baraka, Rain, Tanya, who's coming out as a DLC character, which is funny. I bet you did that on purpose.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There was, I think, one more.
I can't
Yeah.
remember his name, but it's the guy that's the Native American guy.
Is it Nightwolf? Not Nightwolf.
Yeah, Nightwolf. That's it.
Night was the Native American guy.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
Well, he was just he was a possessed person in it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I think it was one of the flashbacks when you're playing as Raiden. He's fighting alongside you, fighting against Baraka and Devora.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the problem with it is why weren't these characters automatically in the game? Like Baraka, I think Baraka's like a fairly important character that just should be in the game.
He's
He's
just
fun.
annoying.
He's fun to play as. Well, yeah, he's annoying how fast he is for how like muscly and bulky he is.
Yeah.
See what I thought it would have been is all these extra characters that you see in the game. Like you're fighting Rain and, as you said, Baraka, and then other things. You'd think that they would be in the game automatically as playable because they're in the story and you'll see them. And obviously they've got fleshed out moves and combos
Yeah,
and everything to
obviously
fight
they're
with you.
finalized characters.
Yeah, so why wouldn't they put them in there in the first place?
This is just, yeah, Mortal Kombat actually kind of makes me angry on like a bunch of different levels. Like Mortal Kombat 9, I thought was an okay game, but I was just happy that it finally got released in Australia.
I was playing it illegally for many years.
No, you weren't. What are you talking about?
Shame. Shame
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
wait. I'm sorry. No, I didn't. That's a lie.
Yeah, you bought it when it came out like everyone else. I was a scrub and bought it when it was actually released, like 3 years after it came out.
No, technically, I can't get in trouble. Omi bought it. I'm calling him out. Fuck it.
Either way, shame.
The police are
Shame.
the police are gonna like bust through into his house. Like
They're the ones that
oh,
let it in the country.
here's a game that's what I want to talk about. Rainbow Six Siege or whatever it is. I
Yes, go on.
I haven't seen a whole lot about it, but I feel like it'd be fun to play with a bunch of people.
If it's anything like the other ones where you can have the face cam and you can have the ridiculous faces, then probably.
Yeah. Pretty sure I just scanned my butt for that.
Actually, you should do that for the 2K games, like for the basketball, because you can make this monstrosity of a black
No,
hole face.
Well,
Oh my god, yes.
when I bought my Xbox One, 2K15 came with it for free, and it's still in its wrapping. And then I saw like videos of people with the face cam, so I'm actually considering just buying a Kinect and unwrapping it just to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Like I want to spend $100 just so a game can muck up my face.
Yep.
Or your butt.
I would
depending on
spend
what you do.
100, but yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Oh.
Dollar bills, y'all. It's raining money.
Oh, also, I do have some information on the. This is just from me because I've been paying attention. With the Hunter Prey pack, you know Jax.
Yes.
He will get a skin, and he will be Carl Weathers' character from the Predator movie, which is Dylan. You know, Arnold goes
nice.
Dylan at the beginning of the
Yeah,
movie, and
he
he did
did
that
say that before.
handshake. Yeah. Did I? No, I
Yeah.
said we was in. I said little skins in there, but I didn't specify who.
I think
I
yeah,
know that one
I
definitely is in there.
I think you said that outside the podcast.
I said it
Yeah.
outside the podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm 90% sure that's in there because I think he said it, and also I think they found it in the file or something like that. So hopefully that's true.
Speaking of stuff they found in the files, the latest update for GTA 5 had links to a jetpack again.
Again. Oh my
yeah,
god.
someone hacked into the source code on the PC and like opened up
That's no
just
surprise.
like in Notepad and looked at all the script, and it says like things to do with jetpacks, like script sentences allowing you to use guns while riding a jetpack or something. So either
That was in the Xbox version, wasn't it? And PlayStation as well. Something about jetpacks.
well, no, they found like because obviously in the Xbox version you couldn't actually get into the file coding,
No.
but they found like what do you call it, like cave paintings and everything linking to jetpacks.
Yep.
And there's been like a massive search where hundreds of people are just constantly trawling through game files and using glitches and exploits to get under the map, trying to find like hidden items.
Yeah, it was that room on top of Mount Chiliad, and they were trying to figure out what's in it.
I think there was an elevator in that you couldn't actually use.
Yeah, I think it was just there to mess with people.
Yeah, but yeah, people have people, when they think there's something in a game that's not actually there, will go to ridiculous lengths. Like there are still people searching for. Apparently, there's a hidden shadow of in a hidden Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus, like a 14th Colossus that no one's found yet. People are still looking for it. The game came out what, like 2005 or something.
That's like with Mortal Kombat with the original arcade machines, where it came up with like Ermac met like in more. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2 or 3. But it was just an error Mac coding that they left in it. Everyone thought it was a secret character, and they tried so hard to find it. And then
they made it a character.
We will make you that now. Just because you did that, you can have one.
It's like what is it? Missing though in Pokemon that
Oh yes.
yeah, the glitch Pokemon. Did they actually add that as an official Pokemon, or is that what
No.
they made the Unknown as? Didn't that inspire the Unknown?
I think that maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago before I even could read, so I wouldn't remember when at the time.
I like developers that do that will like take something that's going on in the community and actually turn it into like a malleable thing.
Fan base stuff that becomes in-game stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just in-game, but in shows as well.
I feel like that's kind of cool of the developers to do. Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you want to bring that into our next segue for our next point of discussion.
Segues.
For me personally, I want to know what you guys think of the rumors that, it's not that GTA is now, Rockstar's now banning all mods in
Conspiracy.
GTA or PC.
This is
Illuminati confirmed.
this
So
They
is
don't
I
want us to
gotta-
have fun.
Yeah.
okay.
Because I got like an article up here, and apparently what happens is, obviously when it first came out, Rockstar said that anything that is going to affect GTA Online, they're going to ban straight away because they
No.
want GTA Online to be separate. Because I've got this from IGN, this is what they're saying. And now apparently the last week and a half,
They've
people have
crippled
been
single-player
coming
mods
through.
as well.
Yeah, people
no,
get
no.
banned for having single-player
Listen to
stuff.
this.
So.
In the terms and condition you sign before being able to play the game, it says if you modify, hack, or intrude upon the source code of this game in any way, they can ban you from playing the game full stop. Not just
Yes.
online, they can take away your ability to play the game. So you signed that agreement. So
Yeah,
modifying,
Killing Floor 2 did the same thing as well in their
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah.
so
Exact same thing.
modding or modifying the game in any way breaks those terms and conditions. They have the right to take the game away from you.
Yeah.
it's your fault for not actually reading the terms and conditions.
Yes.
Well, that hasn't stopped anyone. Now that the new mod was made after the new update, and it pretty much brings back the cheat of like hostile pedestrians.
Well,
Yeah.
well, people no. The problem is, I understand people want to mod it, and let them mod. Modding is a great way to learn how to like both model, do code, and everything. But then, if you do get banned from the game and you have a hissy fit, it is your own fault. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Okay.
Can I
think
just
the
quickly
thing-
say something
yeah.
on that?
What? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I think like the main thing that people are missing, like I agree with Rockstar and say go ahead and ban the idiots that are using like exploits to give like other randoms in GTA Online millions of dollars. Like go ahead and ban them outright. I don't care. Like that's just
Yep.
screws with the game. But out of the things I've seen about this GTA Online banning and now the single player banning, it's only people that use PoE mods, like that just expand your field of vision.
Point of view, yeah,
Mm.
but it's not. I used to mod a lot. I used to mod like Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim. That was the fun I had modding. But that's a game that the actual developers have said, yes, go ahead. You can do whatever you want with the game. We've made this game. Now you can shape it the way you want it. Grand Theft
And there was
Auto.
no online for you to annoy other people with as well. It was
But-
a
Yep.
single player game.
But Grand Theft Auto had no such like features. They're like, this is our game. We crafted this. You cannot touch it or screw with it in any way, or we will
Yep.
take it away from you. And people like they won't do it. They can't do that. And then when they get banned,
They did.
they chuck a hissy fit.
Yep.
And it's just it's
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but I could also see where Rockstar's coming from. Like, for the fact that everyone's like, oh, but we modded GTA 4 and we did all this. Yes, GTA 4 is a lot different. Not many people went online. There wasn't money. It was all right because, it wasn't like a
Yeah.
big whole separate thing. It was, just go mess around with friends. Whereas GTA 5 online is a whole different animal. It's its own living thing. Plus, very importantly, it has microtransactions, which is ways of
Yeah.
them getting money.
it has a very well constructed like ecosystem that if you screw with
Yes.
it anyway breaks the entire system. Like when we were playing on the 360 and people using the money exploits, it just ruined half the game because you didn't have to work hard for the money for the things that you got. It was like, okay, I've bought the most expensive car in the game now. I don't feel any sense of satisfaction for having it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Rockstar in the fact that it's their thing. They can do what they want with it because technically, if you're buying it and you're downloading it, you're paying for the license agreement to lease the. How did Adam Covey put it? To lease the software from them to use it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So that they can take it away if they wish.
That's one direction I don't particularly like that games are going, where you don't actually own the software anymore. You're
Yeah.
practically just leasing it from them. So when you purchase a game, you're just hiring the game to play.
Pretty much, yeah.
And if they want to, they can shut it down. They can take it away from you.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they can draw a massive penis on it and call it Sally.
Nice.
But as I can understand where Rockstar's coming from, but I can also understand where the people are coming from. Like, for instance, Skyrim. They said you can do some of the shit that they've done in Skyrim with mods. The developers who made Skyrim, like, okay, we're gonna actually take that and put it in our game and
They-
actually use it
they
because it's a good idea.
Yeah. They actually did that with one of the DLCs in Skyrim. It was just like
Yes.
an amalgamation of everyone's mods.
Yeah, I know there was one where they did. You go back in time, and it's like you're entering Morrowind again or something like that, and that was actually a mod. So they drew inspiration from the mod and actually turned it into a DLC,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
And there was other ones like riding a dragon was a mod, spears were a mod.
Yep.
There was so many things that were things that the actual developers Bethesda took under their belts and like introduced into the game. But
Also, prime examples of mods. Team Fortress was a mod. That was a mod. That was a mod for Quake. Now look at it. It's its own machine. Counter-Strike was also a mod. That was a mod for Half-Life.
I know
That is now its own machine.
I really like mods, but I think if you want to mod a game where the developers have allowed you to,
Yes.
so that
Like-
if anything happens, that you can actually like talk to them to fix it. Because
Yes.
if your game screws up, if when modding the game the game breaks down your computer and it blows up your house, you can't do anything because you modded a game that you signed an agreement you wouldn't.
I also think that maybe with this situation, I'm only thinking maybe on behalf of the modders, what they could be thinking is that I know, like, I'm reading the comments for this IGN thing. Apparently, with Dying Light on the PC, if you're playing vanilla, you get your vanilla server. But if you do add some sort of mods, you get your own area where you're just modding, and you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
They're sort of separated.
So they've segregated the different
Yeah.
sections.
Yeah. Like, there's some pretty cool mods for GTA 5. Like, you got one where it's a submergible car, so your car can drive under the water and like a submarine
No,
sort of thing.
My favorite one that I saw is a bazooka that shoots whales. It shoots whales like
Yes.
machine guns.
See, shit like that, that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then you got other idiots who take it to the extreme where there is a mod where the people walk around with their dicks out and then they start humping you randomly. I
have
don't
not-
understand.
I have not
What?
seen that one, and I'm so glad I have not seen it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I haven't seen it, but the guys on from Funhouse talking about it because I was watching their podcast like I usually do when it comes out, and they were talking about that one, and that one just like when I heard it, I'm like, what? And then they showed a screen cap where obviously they blurred the genitals, but it's a character grabbing someone else and humping them, which is like
Wow.
whoever created that must be really really bored. I don't
It's-
understand.
It sounded like you said genitals, and I was like, Ellen genitals?
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
your name.
Okay.
But yeah, that's this one's sort of like a 50-50 thing where you can see where both parties are
Yeah,
sort of coming from.
it's you can see on both sides of the fence, and there's not.
Yeah,
But speaking from like a completely biased point of view, the developer is right. The developers can do whatever they want. They can ban you, whatever, and you can't stop them because it's their game. They made it, and it's their rules.
Yeah. They are the ones who made it. It is their baby. If they don't want you touching it, don't touch it.
If someone gives you a baby to look after, you can't like start ripping off its arms and replacing it with Play-Doh or whatever. We just had some technical difficulties, but YOLO swag. Let's move on with the world.
I hate you, Callum.
Swiggity dick.
Nick will
Sweet.
sort it out. Here's the why we hired him.
Yep.
Although we're not paying him because
Not yet.
none of us make any money.
Not yet.
Yet.
Well, we're so poor. Speaking of channels, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff I want to do with this one. Kind of like have like a massive kind of coverage of all types of genres because I want to start doing some musical like aspects. Start doing because I've written a few songs like for games. No, not particularly for games, but about games that I enjoy, like Dark Souls because I love it a little bit too much. It's a little creepy. I'm probably gonna marry it later.
Oh my.
I think I've shown you the song, Matt. I'm pretty sure I sung it for you. Like,
Probably.
yeah.
Or we're doodling.
I want to do. Ew! Don't ever use
Somebody
that.
say Can somebody say doodle?
I hate people that call like just sketching quick pictures doodling. It's the most like repetitive way to talk about someone doing art.
Yeah.
I mean, I know art has a lot of doodles in it, but that doesn't
Doodles.
do doodles.
Doodles.
But I want to start doing probably more Let's Plays because the Wii does a thing the way we started it, just doing like 20 to 30-minute videos playing a game was okay, but you don't really get a sense for playing the game at all, if you get what I mean.
So you play the
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
but you don't play the game.
You play the game, but then you watch more about the audio commentary because you're cutting out massive chunks of the gameplay.
You're
So in other
experiencing the
words,
game.
It's very disjointed and it doesn't make much sense.
So in other words, Kiflom,
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, Kiflom.
I hate you.
You now owe me money, lots of it.
Fair enough.
You owe me what is it? Is it a $1 million entrance fee for Kiflom?
Something like that.
It's like a bunch of little things, and then the last one's like $1 million or something.
Yeah, I think it's
Mm.
more like 75,000 grand or something like that.
Because I know the first one's like 10 grand, and the next one's 15 grand, and it keeps like getting exponentially bigger until you.
Nah, it's 5, then 10, then 50, then 100. I think the last one's like 500,000.
Yeah, I can't remember. I never did. The
I
whole
don't know. What am I saying? That's not even close to 75 grand. What am I saying?
YOLO.
Nah,
Um,
I was watching a stream earlier today about it.
I've actually just started watching
Oh.
Twitch streams.
Really?
Yeah, I
don't watch them because I
I've
haven't got.
only started watching them too, but they were the two Destiny ones. No, that's pretty much all I'm gonna watch.
well, I originally thought streams were a bit weird because you're just kind of watching someone go through the game as
Do
is.
that anywhere on YouTube. Just
I
it's
don't.
with
I
their
don't
face.
watch. I don't watch gameplays on YouTube.
What is wrong with you?
Speaking as a person
I
who
only,
makes
I only
gameplays
use
on
them
YouTube.
as tutorials if I'm stuck. Really, I only use YouTube for tutorials.
Yeah.
That for doing stuff to making games and playing games. If I get stuck, I'm gonna look for some kind of tutorial. That's really all
Yeah,
YouTube is for me.
The
is
only
tutorial
only
stuff.
thing I use YouTube for is either like tutorials musically or tutorials for using software, and like the occasional funny video or something. Like I really like really like epic rap battles and everything, and I've been watching a lot of Rhett and Link lately.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Source. Hello, Sunbird.
And I do love Dark Souls. But I've started watching Lobos Jr., which is he's a speedrunner on YouTube. He just he uses glitches and exploits to finish games as quick as possible.
Mm.
He finished Dark Souls 1 in like 56 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And it kind of blew my mind.
Speaking of glitches and exploits, totally off topic.
What the
but
hell
I
is with all
saw-
the segues?
I don't know. I saw a
Your
glitch
mad power.
in Bloodborne where if you fall off at a certain point, your camera gets stuck and you got a top-down view.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But it's as you go on the ground, it just zooms out further and you have no idea where you are.
You kind of play it top down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of ruins.
Also, I just found this thing. You're probably gonna laugh at this. Nick and Nathan won't get it, but apparently someone has put in the Bloodborne guides that it's a fan theory that the doll where you can upgrade your stuff.
Yeah.
It is actually an alien god. Yeah.
How did they deduce that?
Let me read it out to you.
Okay.
You need insight to use her and to see her, just like Armagadala. She takes care of you until you essentially transcend and form into a great one, if you've done the ending correctly. The game tells you that every great one loses a child and then yearns for a surrogate. She can control blood echoes, which probably means she's powerful. And then when you damage her, her blood spurts out grey, which is pale blood, and she can't really die.
Well, taking it back a little bit in that conversation, which is the good ending for Bloodborne? I still have no idea. Like, obviously the whole thing's based in a dream, so you're having like some unconscious dream.
The nuke, just nuke everything.
Yeah. So the first ending
isn't Fallout.
from letting Demon kill you is you wake up from the dream and rejoin real life with the sun. So is that not the good ending?
I would think so, because then you're awake. You're back into real. There's
you're
no
in the real
there's
world
no
again.
evil creatures. You're just awake now.
The hunt's over.
Yeah, you're awake now, back to normal life.
And the second ending is you basically take over as like the guardian of the dream.
You go, I love you, Moon. I'll do anything. I'll sit in the wheelchair. Okay.
The moon spirit captivates you, and you basically watch over and protect the moon spirit.
Yeah.
And then the last one is you kill the moon spirit, and then you prolong
become
the
it.
dream. You become like the conduit of the dream.
You turn into a slug.
So neither of the two endings that are the hardest to get are a good ending,
No.
unless you like being the slug.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what you said you want to do for the channel.
I completely forget.
You want to broaden the audience and get more people in for different things, something like that.
Music
Oh, no,
and stuff like that.
I really I like filming gameplays, but there's like more stuff I want to do actual, because the quick sketches on all the videos and that are like 3-4 minute sketches that I quickly throw together and do that. I want to start doing actual like art and music and kind of like incorporate that into the channel, because they're the kind of things that I'm most passionate about.
Well, it is.
Awesome.
You are the leader of this channel.
Yeah, I did start this channel.
Yeah, I just decided to come help you, and then I became part of it, and then we need an editor, so now Nick came part of it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, because me and Liam were talking about starting like a YouTube channel for ages, but it was like year 11 that we started talking about it, but we could not come up with a good idea on like either a name or what we really wanted to do. And then
one day, boom.
no, then
it
one
just
day
came to
we're
you?
sitting on my computer and I'm like, Liam, check out this DLC for Dark Souls 2. I don't care if you don't care, but
Big
I'll show you.
Nips.
And then I was like, we should record it, and then we started from there.
Yeah, then Big Nips was born, and
Yeah.
Gregory.
Yeah, and then we played Viscera Cleanup Detail, because that was that.
All
I
hail
think that was,
Gregory.
I remember that was your first game.
Yep.
Yes. It's been fun so far. I like filming videos. It's fun.
Yeah, it's great. I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
But with my cousin.
Yeah, Omi's more successful channel because he like baits like crazy.
Oh yeah. Someone gave him a free beta code to the Dead Island beta that's coming out.
That's free to access now. I think it's free to access now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but they gave him one anyway, so he's for free.
probably from the
Would it-
closed beta.
When is the beta coming out? Is it already out or?
I think it's out now because I remember seeing it on the front page of Steam.
Because I know the
It's-
game got delayed until next year sometime. Like
Yes, and that's why they
beginning of
pulled out
next
the
year.
beta for everyone to use.
Okay.
But, I mean, I think that's why Dead Island stuff's on sale now because there's an 80% franchise pack now. I think because the open beta just came out. Oh, where is it?
I already own Dead Island of like every console.
Yeah, no, I own both of them because I got from the Humble Bundle. I'm pretty sure you got two
Yeah.
when they were doing like a new one every day for like 2 weeks.
The Humble Bundles lately haven't been very, very good. During
I've never
like
gone through everything. And they're trying to get
last
something
year,
new,
the
and they're
Humble
like,
Bundles were amazing. You had like the Deep Silver pack that came with like the Saints Row and Dead Island games. Then you had the
That was the
Ubisoft,
for one for 2 weeks.
the Ubisoft packs. Then you had the pack that came with all the Batmans, and you had the armor pack. It was so good last year. This year's been a bit disappointing. It's just
Yeah,
been a lot of the stuff that's already been on there, and not much else.
yeah. Now you're
That new
getting
Dead Island game,
book
that's
Humble Bundles.
Epidemic, isn't it? Right?
What's up?
That's the new Dead Island game. Is that the Epidemic one, or is it
I think
something
I think it's just called Dead Island 2.
else? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know where it is.
it's a completely different to the
That's a different game.
Dead Island 1 and 2,
I-
Dead Island Riptide. It's more of a comical thing now. They're going with it, sort of like Dead Rising.
The game
I
was
never really cared too much about it.
the game
That
was
sounds-
pretty comical in the first place. I mean, they were trying to pull off Australian accents.
Oh my God.
I'm Cineboy.
Oh, Cineboy.
Thanks,
Come on.
I was a corner.
Come on.
Let's just hope it's not like the Australian accents in Borderlands pre-sequel.
Space Australia.
No, they were
Space
actually
Australia, go
Australians.
Space
Yeah, but they were actually Australian in
Yeah.
that game, so they were probably trying to do some other
But it
accent
was
but failed.
so forced.
Yeah.
It was badly
I
forced.
I think for
Yeah.
comedic purposes, they were trying to do it like they wanted to show people the epitome of the Australian accent. Like we got to go full true blue Australian.
People like it. People like the Australian accent so much, so we'll put it on so strong that no one will like it anymore. They'll just
we're-
find
No,
it
they're just like Crocodile Dundee and Steve Irwin.
Because we're all Australian, so this is like the basis Australian accent.
Well, mine's a bit foreign, but that's because I have foreign.
Yes, mine's a bit too because I'm not actually Australian, but
Technically,
trying
we
to
are because
lose-
we're born
trying
here,
to
but
lose
we have
mine.
foreign influences in our
Yeah.
house.
I'm trying to lose mine.
I wasn't born here.
Were you?
No.
Ah,
I spent the
Mm.
first 6 years of my life overseas.
no, I didn't know that.
Oh, finally.
G.I. Joe.
English is my second language. That's why I have like some difficulty saying certain words.
I just
Or,
have
like,
difficulty in everyday life.
Occasionally, my accent will just go screw itself up.
Mhm.
I've never known you to screw anything up.
If you look out for it, you'll notice it. I do it occasionally.
I hear you generally stutter, but that's
Yeah.
no more than the other person, really.
I used
more,
to
but
I used to have a really bad stutter because obviously speaking English wasn't really that comfortable for me. But the stutter's gone mostly, so.
I stutter sometimes because my brain's going too fast for my mouth to keep up.
sure, sure, go with that.
Okay. Nathan,
Big topic.
you want to have some points to talk about? Yes.
yes, I was wanting to talk about E3 this year and what we're hoping to see.
Yep.
What do you guys want
Dark
to
Souls,
see?
Dark Souls, Resident Evil.
That's my thing. So,
I'm sorry.
I was hoping to see some kind of Pokemon game on the Wii U.
I got
Because
some
we've had a bunch
information
of
on E3.
had a bunch of DS games, but nothing on the Wii U. And the Wii U has been out for a while, so I'm kind of want to see some form of Pokemon game where you can connect our 3DSs up to it and play it on the big screen. I mean, if the Pokemon Snap
That'd be
2,
pretty
I don't care about the haters out there who love their Pokemon Snap. I kind of hope it isn't Pokemon Snap 2. I just want a
Yeah,
proper
that's-
battling game, kind of like the GameCube games where it actually had a huge story. The Shadow Pokemon, that was amazing. I wish
As
missed
a
that. and I want
person,
that.
As a
Pokemon
person who
Stadium.
vaguely plays Pokemans every now and
Pokemans?
again.
Yeah.
Yep. I sort of agree with that point because to me, for someone who knows what Pokemon is and does play it occasionally, whenever he's just got nothing else to do, pick it up and play it around with it. A game where you're just taking photos of them is kind of like, why?
Why?
I mean, to be
I can
honest, the
fight
Wii
you
U
and watch you
gamepad,
guys die. I'd rather do that.
the Wii U gamepad would probably be the best system like for a Pokemon Snap game because of the gyro in it, and you can move it around and everything, and you can also do I mean, you had another camera on the front, on the other side of the pad, you could do augmented reality, but they ain't gonna have. But still, using the motion controls and everything with a Wii U gamepad because it had a screen in it would probably be good with Pokemon Snap. However, I don't believe it seems to be very fun.
I only recently just went out and got the Pokemon games because I take a lot of train rides. So I thought, well, I feel like getting Pokemon because that seems like a fun game. That game has some sort of like crack addict. It gives you some sort of crack addiction, basically. You're like, I need all the Pokemons. I need to have them all in my suitcase.
I bought the game when it came out, and within a week I already beat the Pokemon League, and within 2 weeks I had pretty much all legendaries caught, other than the ones you need to trade from Sapphire over. And I'm like, well, now what?
I found that easy too. I remember as a kid thinking like if you had a
They used to
legendary
put them out a
Pokemon,
month
you're
to
some
get.
sort of like Jesus incarnate. But the latest Pokemon, Omega Ruby or Omega Sapphire, whatever, it throws legendaries at you like basically go.
It has the most catchable legendaries out of any Pokemon game that has been released.
It's ridiculous.
It's just like the Magikarp from the show.
You
It's like,
splash.
you want a Magikarp? Here you go. You want to? You want to look? Yeah, here you go.
I feel like that game's kind of teaching our children some really, really bad things. Like, yeah, go out into the wild by yourself, punch random animals in the face, and try to stuff them in a bag.
Hey, at least they got rid of,
creatures.
at least they got rid of Safari Zone where you threw rocks at Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was the thing. And
yeah,
they got rid of the
well,
game,
probably-
and they got rid of the game corners in them as well. And I'm like, oh, now we'll go gamble.
While you guys are on your rants about Pokemons, I went and got some information on the E3 this year.
What are you doing? Actually researching stuff? That's not how we roll here.
Who are you?
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit formal. It's from June 16th to June 18th, which is you know that. Stuff from like apparently Bethesda left at invitation, like everybody come look at our stuff, and it apparently contained references of Doom, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, as well as apparently something to do with Dishonored and The Evil Within, possibly sequels.
Nothing about Fallout.
Nope.
That's the one
No,
game
I
Not
don't
yet,
know
unless
Fallout
it's
there.
secret.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Well, I've been waiting for the new Doom game because I pre-ordered Wolfenstein just to grab the beta access code last year, hope getting to be able to play it.
Yep.
And
I'm
over a
guessing
year
that's
later,
what
they
they might
they released a video. They released a trailer at QuakeCon last year, and then I heard nothing on it. And now there's rumored to be Doom-related stuff at E3 this year. I'm like, oh, fine.
I just think
Doom.
they should cancel everything they're doing and make Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 would be nice.
I want my Doom first.
Could not care less. I thought Doom 3 was average at best.
Old.
Blasphemy.
This-
I love that game. I bought that game 3 times. I can do it again.
I probably have some really bad bias towards it because when I first tried playing Doom, it was with the first computer I ever had, and it chugged. It chugged.
Yeah.
It was like a computer my dad brought home from work because they couldn't use it anymore because it was too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, even if a game lagged on your computer horribly, you played it. You would play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Now, if a game lagged horribly on the computer, you would like throw
it out a window.
Yeah.
Yep. Other information I got from here.
Oh my
Apparently,
god! Why am I not running at 250 frames a second? Fuck this computer! I'm getting a new one.
Yeah.
First world problems.
Where's all our computers going? Oh, so that's where they are. Just pile out the window.
Well, I have a pile of computer parts in my room because I just upgraded in preparation for The Witcher 3.
Yep.
You don't need any parts. I might buy some from you.
Oakley. What are you after? Oh, we'll talk about this later. This is
Later.
Talk about it later.
Yeah.
The other stuff we got here, Electronic Arts hasn't announced too much what they're talking about, but apparently their conference will go for 2.5 hours.
You say Electronic Arts, who calls them that anymore? It's EA.
Yeah,
You don't
EA.
call them Electronic
I
Arts
know.
What is this? 2002?
This one's
Yes.
for you, Nathan. You like Final Fantasy, right?
Wait, sorry, I couldn't hear over the loud whispering.
You like Final Fantasy, right?
Final Fantasy is good.
Yeah. Apparently Square Enix are going to be there, and
Enix.
Enix. They're not going to reveal anything about Final Fantasy XV, whatever that number is, during the period due to insufficient time they've been given to talk.
Because people didn't like the beta, they had very bad reviews on the beta. They didn't like it.
Well,
I mean, it's a Japanese boy band. I'm not going to argue with that. That's amazing. But I saw one of my friends playing it, and I was like,
PC will have their own section now, just for PC stuff,
Of course,
which is the first. Yep.
So basically,
PC
going to have a
Masters.
bunch of people looking at a 980 with raging boners.
Yep.
Yep.
A list
Not
of
any
games.
TI. Not any
Yeah.
TI.
The
They'll be like,
latest
oh my
Titan.
god!
Like, I will never be able to afford this, but I want it.
Yep.
I'll sell my firstborn child
Ooh, that's
if I
interesting.
could get one.
I have a
Very
list of
fancy.
games that apparently have been confirmed to be talked about. Activision's got Black Ops 3, which is
We talked about that already.
Yep.
That's to be expected. Duty game every year.
CI Games has got Sniper Ghost Warrior 3.
Eh.
EA is talking about Battlefront, which
Yes.
and
Battlefront
I've
will
watched
have no aiming down sight action unless for like precision weapons.
Yeah.
I was reading about that today. It'll also be shoot from the hip like Halo. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of
still-
excited about that.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not a bad thing. Halo did
No.
it.
No, I'm saying it's not a bad thing. I'm excited over it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying stuff like snipers and all that will have it obvious naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hip firing
apparently. Yeah, go on. Keep going. Saying.
Yeah, hip firing snipers. I'm not going to bother. I doubt I'd use a sniper in that game anyway.
What is this? Perfect Dark?
Basically, a Halo game set in the Star Wars universe. You
Yep.
may have all the money I have.
Pretty much.
Also, EA is going to talk about an untitled Plants vs Zombies game.
I don't.
Oh,
think-
brilliant!
yeah.
Another one.
I think I was the only person that didn't actually like Garden Warfare. I thought it was just.
I didn't mind it, but
I
it looked
hated
cool
it.
at first, but then it lagged and it looked terrible because Frostbite engine is terrible with textures. It takes forever and it's just torn all the time. So I saw the same thing in Hardline. I'm like, ugh.
On a technical level, the Frostbite engine's great with the destruction physics and the way the
Destruction physics,
lighting and
yes.
everything. But as speaking from a graphical standpoint, it's not that good. I don't see why everyone hypes it up.
I know.
Like way back when it first came out, with like Battlefield 3 when it launched, it was kind of good. But there were still so many things better than it.
Yes.
And in Battlefront, they're not going to have destructible everything like Battlefield does.
Probably
which
a
I don't
good thing.
mind. Yeah, it's probably a good thing, but
They could
it's
probably
nice-
focus.
it's nice to take your anger out of building and just go, fuck you, building. I'm angry.
Yep.
Well, I found in Battlefield, not Battlefield. Yeah, Battlefield. What am I talking about? I never really destroyed buildings anyway.
No.
Because
Unless I ran into it with a
all
tank.
anyone ever did was hide up on cliffs with sniper rifles. So
Well, yeah. The only reason I bought Battlefield is because everyone else had it. I felt left out, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just buy it, so I'm not
You
alone.
know what's funny?
Then we
When I
don't even
ask
play
anyone-
it. And
Yeah, when I ask people, it's like, because we play Battlefield, it's like, oh, wait for someone else to get on, and then nobody comes on. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
nobody
oh.
comes on. We're looking for that one person for our fire team, and just
Yeah, because Battlefield, you got to have a full group of people. So you can have one runs engineer, one runs support. You each got one class, and then poof,
you have
just
an
run it.
extra to do
Well,
whatever.
Matt and I played a fair bit of Battlefield 4, and we had fun doing that. We had
Oh,
fun
it was great.
fighting over the elevators and that.
This
Hey,
is
it's not
my
as bad
elevator.
as when at one time I was going down an elevator, all of a sudden half of a vehicle spawned in front of it and just blew up.
I
I
was in
recorded
the
that.
elevator with you. I
That
survived
was
that.
brilliant.
I was stuck.
You weren't in that match with me. This was a different match. That was a different
Was
match.
it?
You
No, it
weren't there.
happened again last time, but it
Happened
wasn't a
another
vehicle,
time,
was it?
but not the same way.
No, but the
I
vehicle
rem-
was in the elevator.
I just think
Yeah.
the one thing that lets Battlefield down, especially in Australia, is the amount of updates and how large the updates are all the time.
Yep, fuck
Yep.
Australians.
Every
Yeah.
update's like 8 gigabytes, and Australian internet is horrible. It'll take you like an entire day to download that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. Have we all finished our rants about Battlefield now?
I think we're probably finished with the podcast.
Okay, I was going to say Microsoft's got their Xbone stuff, which is Forza, and then Halo
Forza,
5.
and then it'll probably be Gears of War remastered. They'll probably announce that.
Yeah, This one, I'm pretty sure Nathan will probably be excited. Nintendo, apparently to this, is confirmed to be talking about a new Star Fox game for the Wii U.
I don't really care for Star Fox. I
No?
never
I thought
played
you
it.
would.
You know.
Do
Never
a
really
barrel
played-
roll.
never
That one out
cared.
the window.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, the other day I saw something on Mirror's Edge, the new Mirror's Edge game. I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
wait.
that'll totally not be packaged with the Oculus Rift.
That's right.
Nope.
Mirror's Edge 2 was the thing. That kind of
Yep.
got forgotten.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be packaged in with the Oculus Rift because all the hype about it originally. Oculus was first talked about, or you saw like this one segment of Mirror's Edge gameplay, and you're like, oh my god, cool. And then later on, it's like, well, okay, that's cool. When are we gonna get it? And then there's more gameplay. It's like, all right, can we have it now?
Nope.
Yeah.
And just don't hear anything
Nope.
about it. And I saw something today. It's like early 2016. I'm like, oh, that's their estimated release. That won't last long. They'll be
Nope.
like, oh no, one of the lenses come out of place on all models. Got to recall and start and wait another half a year to try and fix it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nathan, I thought you also wanted to talk quickly about the Destiny House of Wolves Because you said you
anyone
watched
who
the.
cares, anyone who cared, who
It's
just
balls.
cares about
No one
Destiny,
buy it. No
watch
one
the
support
last
them.
night. Well, if you already have the DLC, then
Oh, because I was talking about the
because
way
all it
it's
is,
set up.
it's the same shit, but in an arena.
Yeah, it's a wave format now.
Yeah, and
You
if
must survive
if you
this.
don't do your critical target, you die, which is kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
I'm so happy.
You got
with the
5.
update.
Yeah. Yep. You got 5 rooms of that, and then apparently you jump down like a big black hole.
No,
But
it's
you're not allowed to talk
rooms.
about it.
It's 4 rooms plus the last final battle, which is a
Yeah,
5th
but
room.
no one's allowed to talk about that. It's so secret.
It's probably just like you're gonna fall down the hole, and it will fall down Gregory. And you're gonna get
Yep.
the room, and there's gonna be nothing there, and all of a sudden, all you hear is la 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 la.
Destiny developers just throwing money around.
Yeah.
Ah.
On that note, I'm gonna go because it's cold, and wearing no pants, my willy shriveled up to the size of a Tic Tac.
Oh God.
I thought
Yeah.
it'd be a raisin, but all right.
You think about that. No, Tic Tacs are too scrunched up. I'm not 80 years old. It's smooth like a Tic Tac.
Wow.
And
Wow.
orange. Like the
Wow.
orange ones. I
All
can't-
right then.
I need to go get
Just
them
gotta
looked
get
at.
checked out,
So I'm
man.
gonna go to a doctor's.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see
Going to
you
a doctor's.
next time. Thanks for
If you're alive.
listening. I've got cancer or something.
If Callum's not come
That's
back,
not
I
that's
will
not cool to
assume
people
control.
with cancer. That's
Genital
not
cancer.
Wow.